Watch fans, welcome back. Today we're looking at an Omega that I absolutely find to be amazing. I love this watch because finally it is everything that I'm looking for in a solid gold piece, and it is actually on the perfect strap just because I don't always want that heaviness of wearing an 18 karat gold bezel. Well, Omega actually has done something amazing to the Speedmaster, and it has definitely got my attention, and I'm sure will absolutely grab yours as well. When we're looking at this Speedmaster, this is one that was actually introduced in 2022. Now, with the 2022 release of this piece, it actually gave us quite a few upgrades in the movements and different things around the watch that I'm sure that we all could appreciate. Like now, this one is actually a master coaxial escapement on this watch itself. Yes, it is a manual wind, so a lot of people will go, well, what do I really need all of that for? Well, I want you to keep in mind when you're looking at things like it being a master coaxial, that means that the watch itself still is going to be relieved of a lot of tension that's built up inside of the watch, which means less servicing and more time on your wrist to be able to enjoy this beautiful watch. I actually love how they also incorporated on the back to make sure that you know it's not just the master coaxial movement, but this is still a master chronometer as well. Master chronometer meaning that it does pass the COSC standards, but also Metis. Metis is going to be a little bit more strict when it comes to actually timing the watch itself. So the actual thresholds of seconds that it could be off actually is going to be a lot tighter. So your minutes become a lot tighter, which means that your watch becomes a lot more accurate. I always have been waiting for them to actually introduce this same piece in this gold and done this way simply because I love the twists and turns and curves that you'll actually find on the watch itself. So you get all of the traditional shaping that we have all grown to love since the 1950s and 60s. And this watch continues to give all of those traditions to it. But then it does something a little bit different, something very special. This actually is the Moonlight 18 karat gold. Now, Moonlight is actually going to be something that's referred to specifically and trademarked for Omega. What it simply means is that the design team, originally when it was thought of, one of the members actually was out looking at the dark blue moon sky and saw the beauty and shimmer that came off of the stars and decided that that was something that they should actually implement into this watch as well. So when Omega introduced it in 2019, it was one of those things that looked good and a lot of people went, okay, that's cute, right? Well, for this particular piece released in 2022, they went to the next level of it. Not only do you have the case where it gives you that beautiful look, but also the dial. Omega will always tell you what material your dial is truly made out of. And with this particular one, we know that it is a solid 18 karat gold moonlight dial. So now I not only have that beautiful feature of the brighter metal when it comes to the actual casing itself, but I actually have it on the dial as well. That's something that's rare. You don't find many solid gold dials. Most times it is actually going to be machined or maybe there'll be flecks of gold in it, but not a solid gold dial. That's not something you find on all brands at all. And Omega did it in such a beautiful way. Now with that moonlight gold and why I really love it on the dial as well is, remember, it doesn't give you that dark, rich 18 karat gold look. It looks more like a 7 karat gold or a 10 karat gold, which is a nice, bright, beautiful feel to the actual gold itself. So when you see it and you're close to it, it gives that lighter feel. It also makes it easier to read. And as we can all tell, I could use a little bit of easier to read in my life as well, especially when I want to quickly glance at my watch and be able to just enjoy the features and functions. This watch has also been tested so that when you talk about shock absorbance, this is one of those ones where the whole watch encasing has also been done and tested. That's a big deal as well because we don't realize how often we bump our wrist, we hit different things, we're lifting something, we put it down and it gives that little resistance, and we're not realizing the abuse that we're putting on the watch itself. Well, for this particular one, it is made so that it can absorb some of that as well. And again, that brings us back to more time on your wrist to enjoy, especially when you're looking at a piece that retails at just over $34,000. That's something that we all want to be able to wear and enjoy and not spend much time away from, right? I'm sure you could agree. But with this piece too, I love the fact that the actual integrated strap, this is integrated rubber, and you can see all the fine little details that are actually placed there as well, including little fine points that you'll have. Like on the back, the case buckle, this actually is a twin trigger release. So you have to push both buttons for it to be able to release and open up. So I don't have to worry about it just falling or sliding off of my wrist because I truly have to push and activate for it to be able to release for me. And then guess what? With this style clasp as well, I don't have to worry about the watch just falling off of my arm. I actually have that extra security where it actually falls off or releases like a bracelet. I always thought that that was one of the best things that you could actually do by having a folding clasp. And for this style, it is definitely fully luxury. And all the little details are even there as well. So on that moonlight here, you get more textures as well as it actually just flows smoothly into the strap itself. I really think that that was finally done. And I love the fact that I can also enjoy the exhibition caseback. The exhibition caseback allows me to see the beauty of the movement itself. So I can see all the work that was put into this watch. I can see the time and care that was put into my piece. And that's something that I personally enjoy, not just the horology of it, but I love fine details when I'm talking about fine luxury. The watch itself actually coming right after the release again in 2019. It was an anniversary piece for the Moonwatch. I feel like Omega just took the extra time to give extra details. And for me, that extra performance deserves extra accreditation. We definitely thank you. And we want to know what you think here at Swiss Watch Expo in the comments below.